And it used to flood out a lot because of its low elevation. And the west side of the river was the one that was really developed into businesses because it was always dry. So anyway, make a long story short, they brought in wagons and wagons and wagon loads of dirt and gravel filled and raised that whole area up 6 feet. Now it's a straight shot right across the bridge, but if you look at old pictures, you'll see there's a ramp that goes up to the bridges. So that now it's changed. So Bert Vogt was the only building there, but he had to raise that thing 6 feet 4 inches to conform to the new elevation. Everybody else just built on the flat, built on the old ashes. Now, as we come up to the corner here, getting a little harder to see it now. I don't know if there's lights on it at night or not. But this is where the dam sites were. This is call it the center of our industrial area back in the 1800s. Yeah, I can't see a whole lot here. But there's a dam across the river that way. And there would have been a dam over on this side too. Today there's a stationary dam directly behind us, and the control dam is the one that's left over here on the left. So the sawmill was the first part that was built. And the reason for that was when they came here, this place was just totally forested except for some nice clearing areas. But there was so many trees here, it was unbelievable. Hardwoods. And what do you need with hardwood? You can do all sorts of things with cutting up hardwood for building buildings. And what was coming into play about that time? Plank roads. So they took so many of these trees and they cut them up on these sawmills, made 3-inch planks, 8 foot long, laid them side by side, and they made what's called a plank road. And the plank road was basically consisting of 2 lanes. One was a gravel lane and one was a plank lane. And it cost us 1.5 cents a mile to ride on it. And the stories go that the mules and the horses and the oxen really didn't like walking on that thing when the weather was wet because they would slip. It was pretty dangerous. They'd rather go on the other side.
Very interesting.
We have a lot of stories. We can do this. We're going to do it for another couple hours yet. Lots of stories.
Thank you.
We're walking. Okay, cool down, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to film? You can.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining me.
Is your coffee done? Yeah. Is there a cup holder? No. I thought my coffee's so
Very
full.
interesting. Thank you.
So,
We have a lot of stories.
I wish I would have done this during the day. That way when
So
you
much for
come
Now we'll hear the other half.
Hello.